Welcome to another episode on my Raspberry Pi 2 running Ubuntu Linux as well as the robot operating system, which is actually not an operating system but messaging middleware. In other words, you create some nodes on devices, robotic devices, interfaces, sensors, you name it, and you create messages, and messages get published, and then you can subscribe to a message, and that should all be alright, except that it is not always alright. And the last couple of episodes I have noticed that some things that are not alright are not easily explainable. My current situation, apart from this flat cable which is connected on the other side to the GPIO, general purpose input output of the Raspberry Pi 2, some wires to some electronics with fischertechnik phototransistor, and here with a voltage divider, since the voltage is otherwise too high to be accepted and read by the GPIO. Some probes as well, and let me go to schematics. Here you see the phototransistor, then the voltage divider, and this is not actually a voltmeter, it is one of the probes to the oscilloscope. Then a button and a resistor, and also here not an actual voltage voltmeter but a probe to the oscilloscope, which is the same here for now. And since probes can be put in different places, so can these symbols. And this red LED should shine whenever I press this button and the program is running, and I am shining a light on this phototransistor. This LED should shine whenever I press this button, and history has shown that things are not always the way they are supposed to be. So let's get back. Now, one condition to test everything is that ROS core is running, so let me press enter. ROS core is the one thing that always should run in order to have some results from ROS. It has started, and one of the things that goes wrong is like this. Whenever I run it, let me select another one, this one, has a problem that this robot PI message is being found, but the others are not. And yet, when I do a query on rosmsg package robot PI, it shows all three. So that is kind of weird. So, by the way, the button that I showed is this one, the green LED is here, and this is the red LED. So let's see if things want to run. Now they want to run, and why? Because here I have commented out that message robot PI. If I comment it in, it will say there's no robot message or message robot PI message. Let me demonstrate. last time I should say, this caused me a nasty surprise. So, and here you go. No module named message_robot_pi.message, but this says otherwise. So for now I am commenting this out again, saving and start again. Now here you notice two of them, message_robot_pi and another message_robot_pi. And here they are both, and yet well, when I show one it will go on, but Python is an interpreter, so the first error it meets it stops, and any other error after that is not being shown until it meets that error. So this one wasn't found, so let me here disable the other, include the other, and say right, go, and there we go. So this one including again, and we are back where we started, or where we left last time. So this is running. Now if I press this button, an LED should start burning, which I am afraid is not really happening. Although I nicely press the button and you can see that this line is nicely responding. On the second probe. So when I take a light and I shine on the phototransistor, I should have some result on the red LED. And yes, that is a rather big if. So far no result. How could that be? Good question. Okay, as you can see, the green LED is burning again due to a wiring error. Can happen, unfortunately, but it is burning without the button being pressed. So let me now press it, and one other thing, if I unpress it, release it, it is 0. Then I should get 0 here as well. Do I? Not really, not yet. And if you have watched previous episodes, you will remember that I had quite some delay in the past as well. But let me now press and see, hopefully that this works. Not really. Alright, then I'll do it some other way. I will say just okay, quit, and quit, and this is odd because this should stop burning like this, and this one, GPIO out, if I run the code down, then it really says, well, if it is 1, then GPIO out 7 becomes true. And this is all GPO 11 from here. If this is true, then the data is true, then this becomes true and does it. So I put this back. And yeah, this is really weird. So why is this doing anything with the program not running? And I can press this and the oscilloscope says, alright, you're pressed, but that's just electrical. So what to do about this? And this is also strange. All things not correct. So let's run again, see whatever happens. Okay, publisher, subscriber, and of course no data. Yeah, now it's out. So let's try it again. Press shine. I said shine. It could be possible that this wire has gone a little bit odd. It has in the beginning, it has in the past as well. I just don't expect it to go odd. Not really. Well, last time it went right at the very last time. So let's take a look at public speaker. See, that is quite alright. That responds nicely. So why is the electronics not responding nicely? And now I am well into the experiment, and things are just refusing to work. I mean, the green LED is still not okay, which is definitely not the wiring, but somehow in here something. And this is not running yet. Oh, it is. Did I forget to do that? No. Yeah. Oh, that's strange. So, publisher is there. Yeah. Okay. Pub 3 is there. So, just guess, disabling this one, and disabling this one, but I seem to remember that was a problem somehow. Alright, press, yeah, in the index, tuple index out of range. It doesn't like that, and that was one of the reasons that I wanted to split the messages, which doesn't do anything. So that is the oops that I want to solve eventually. Were it not that my electronics is not properly functioning. Still big oops. I've made a little change in the setup for measuring. I am surprised that Publisher 3 is doing something, as I showed you before. I have also changed a little here in this code. I2 I have renamed to I_2. A2 is now A_2, so this is now a little bit different than Publisher I'm using here. What I've also done is moved the probe from here to here, and here is actually output 22, which is specifically done to measure Publisher 3. So this is now Publisher 3, and to show in CODA or in measuring, wiring, I've removed this one and put it in here, GPIO 22, Publisher 3, and the probe, voltmeter. Connected to wiring, well, it is actually a little bit different, but so as to say, this is the new setup. So let's see what is happening now. I haven't saved this one yet, so let me do that, and then start it. What I've also done, by the way, is showing here, apart from this ROS message package, ROS message show and then the package, so it shows the content, which should be quite alright. So what happens when I press the button? It shows 1. I release the button and I'm not looking at the electronics except for the signal to the oscilloscope. Do you notice this line? It's a bit odd. But what also notice is that this one is 10 volts. Why is this 10 volts anyway? 3. Wait, I should have this one. 5 volts. Right? So now it is 5. How does it get to 10 volts? I must have moved it somehow. Anyway, this is not one block is now not 10 volts but 5 volts, and then it shows that the output is 3.3 volts, which is actually correct for a 1 signal, for a high signal from the GPIO. It is 3.3 volts. 1, 2, 3 something. And then let me press the button again. This is responding nicely. So what is this doing? Yeah, alright, let me shine the light again. Still doesn't do anything. Except for this line that goes up, of course, when I shine the light on it. So that is expected. Now there's a response from the publisher, from publisher 3. Now I want to know, let me quit this. What happens if I uncomment this one? Let's just do it and see whatever happens. So, saved, and let's run it again. Press button. Oops. Tuple index still out of range. And that goes to data 2.data0. Why is it out of range anyway? This is going out of range with publisher 3. And data 2 is an integer. So if I make it data 2 and then data 1, for instance, is 0 or 1. Let me do that and let's see whatever happens then. I have to quit this, of course. So print data pub3 whatever. Very curious. So let's run. I have the number. This is what I call ultimately strange. What is happening here? Or am I doing something completely wrong? That no, there's no /n needed for another for a new line. Not that I recall anyway. So what if I say 2 here? No, not like this. this. And once again, I am purely experimenting. And now it immediately says tuple out of range, and I'm not even pressing a button. Tuple index out of range. So it has, say, 2 elements, and one element is apparently this one, which I don't get. So what happens if I say if data 1 is 1? Then print data2 dot data 1 is 1. Very simple, could be effective, or show me what's up anyway. Could be. And no, it doesn't do a thing. So here something is out of range. So let me comment this one out. Start again. This is just an if condition. And here it already says tuple index out of range, which I find strange. It's just an if condition. Right. Save. Does it go away? It does go away. But does not explain why the publisher 3 says that stuff. Almost at the end of this episode. What has it brought? Well, very little progress, if any. First, riddles on concerning the electronics. Pressing a button. Oh, then this should run. Pressing a button and then expecting a green LED to go and go out. Shining on a phototransistor and expecting a red LED to shine, which is not happening. Also, tuple index out of range. Which I find very strange. And a publisher that is publishing something which isn't publishing. And strangest of all, messages that are there and have content, and except for robot PI message, the other two cannot be found. And also, of course, the wiring scheme with this that I had already but not yet taken into account. So, does this all make any sense? I'm not even quite sure. What I do know is that I'm absolutely not where I want to be. Two different messages with data and data 2 divided. So here data and here data 2. The electronics working correctly, and well, whatever more, but I'm afraid that has to wait. So for now, thank you for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet, and give the video a thumbs up. You are also very welcome to forward this video link to whatever medium. Then please follow me on Instagram and follow me on Twitter, retweet and like. Please donate to keep videos coming to you. More information on my website, IRS related, tax related, and this is going to be continued in whatever way. For now, thanks for watching. Bye bye.